actors saying, "You're doing the same crap. What the heck are you talking about?" It was I was reading the comments, I was smiling. Made me happy to know that people were calling around on the crap. Literally gave this person the okay to monetize and, you know, clip their videos and, you know, put on YouTube. Put on YouTube to watch. And then she gets pissed off when he doesn't. Hold on.
That's pretty epic.
These are not epic gamer style moments.
People in the comments, and people, I remember there was really one particular comment, the guy's like, imagine, you know, being given permission by all the Alpine TV members to sniff their videos on Twitch and that, and then being bashed by one of the main members because he did that thing. Like, come on. I felt bad for the guy too. The guy's just trying to make videos, get a bit of money out of it because he's putting some time in it, and nope. They get on him about it because he freaking did what he was permitted to do.
You hate to see it.
Sometimes it'll be your own friends and family.
It do.
It just do.
Despite contrary belief, it do.
Yeah, man.
Bro, if I don't get this Lex Prime, I'm about to head out.
Golden.
I'm kind of upset that you got that.
Should've. Wait, I also want the Prime string though. Just kidding. I want the Lex Prime barrel.
I'll grab the Prime string for you. It's already had the bow and everything, so.
Ooh, what a nice fella.
What can I say? I'm a freaking saint.
Humble bro.
Humble, man. I ain't trying to be humble about this. I'm a saint, plain and simple. You don't like it? Well, tell me. Can you not sing? I don't even mind him singing. I just mind that he's singing crappy songs.
Got him.
That's amazing songs. I love when there's a video of amazing singers, and then they act like they didn't start recording. I don't even know how to explain it. They go, basically, they act like they don't know they're being recorded, but it was all set up to make them look good. You know what I mean?
What are we talking about?
Freaking stupid thing in my recommendations. Amazing singers must see gifted voices. And that first video is like an obvious like setup thing where they're trying to make it seem like this girl was singing randomly and she didn't know she's being recorded. Okay, retard.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, bye. How night.
So, how about that weather?
It's kind of okay, I guess. It'd be that way.
It do be kind of like that to do.
Yeah.
So, what'd you get? How much candy did you get tonight? It's a break for your trick or treating.
I've literally been here playing for like 10 hours straight.
That's great, no, except I didn't ask that, did I?
How much candy you get? This is a robbery.
How much candy?
Count them.
did you
0 pounds.
Pounds, man. Holy crap. So, how many pounds? You don't have to have pounds of candy. I didn't say that's how much. How many candy bars?
0.
Count them. 0.
How many objects of candy did you receive in your pumpkin like hand basket?
0.
0.
That's just blasphemous.
Society hating
I
on
better
good-looking
get my
people.
boy some candy right now.
Alright.
All right, what? They forcing you to go trick or treating now? What do they say?
What who say?
The person you just responded to.
What?
You just changed your. You said, all right.
Bro, don't quote me right now.
No, I did just have to quote you. What? Who were you responding to? Did they tell you to shut up?
Bro, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Dude, they told you to shut up, didn't they? I'm calling it.
Who told me to what?
Someone told you to shut up. You're like, okay.
Who told me to shut up?
Someone did.
I'm about to smack the ball dead.
But you're not denying it.
What? I don't. Bro, I literally have no idea what we're talking about right now.
I asked who'd you say okay to just now?
What?
Did someone come into your room?
No,
within the last 5 minutes.
Bro, nobody came in here the past like 4 hours.
So why'd you turn and say okay, like you low, like you were talking to someone else, like you turned your head towards them. I know you turned your head.
Maybe I'll turn. It's a free country. I can turn my head wherever I want. Maybe I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
Not nigga.
He's lying to me. He's lying.
I'm lying to your fucking mother.
Yeah, lying to say, dude.
Good.
I saw your arrows missed like always. Got him.
Bro, I literally hit like 5 people with that one arrow. Eat my nut.
Yeah, I was like 4 of those 5 people.
What?
I was 4 of those 5 people,
There
retard.
were 0 of those none people. Yeah.
Just when you think my logic makes the worst amount of sense, you come in and say my logic with your infallible logic.
What? Bro,
I'm over here,
what you just did to that sentence I'm about to do to you if you don't shut up.
I didn't do any of that sentence. I stated it as it is. Just because you're retarded and you can't understand it.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I got some pretty good freaking sentence making skills. I was gonna say sentencing.
Bro, your syntax is subpar at best.
Syntax? Am I supposed to syntax while I'm freaking talking?
Bro, eat my nut.
Exactly.
Don't quote me.
I ain't quoting you. That wasn't even a quote. I responded
I'm
to
nipping
you.
it in the bud. Don't quote me.
In the butt.
No.
The butt.
Bud.
Boy,
Butt.
Barber's kind of quirky.
Fuck it.
Quirky.
I
Hey.
once was lost, but now. This is not a still not call I made with her yesterday when I added her. Alright, you guys do it?
Discord broken.
It do be like that. I even think she's waiting on me and it's scary because I don't like talking to her.
God.
It's like when Tom, or not Tom, so Travis waits for me. He's like, dude, I don't want to talk to you. Stop waiting. Just forget about what the agreement I originally had plans for and move on.
The agreement.
what's the agreement? Hold up.
I'll be friends with him as soon as he pays me $5.
I'll be friends with you as long as you don't make contact with me in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. It do be a freaking good agreement though.
That's kind of quirky.
I might run out of energy.
Yeah, only I feel like
I'm out
Ember's
of
only
energy IRL. Because all that bullshit farming for the fucking...
Oh,
whatever you
because
call it.
all that, yeah, because all that tedious work you had to do.
Yeah, like sit in a corner and fucking run out every 2 minutes.
Rob, tell you gotta get a frame that's fun and
Bro,
weapons that are fun.
This shit's AIDS. There's no frame that can make that shit fun.
Mesa, Ember's pretty fun too. Get young vetted though, so 90s is fun.
It's gonna eat my nut.
Nigga.
Huh? Oh, nah.
Who you talking to, nigga?
My god, bro, why y'all up in my Kool-Aid?
Ah, so you are talking to
He
someone.
was talking. Ah.
Wow, I talked to one person 20 minutes after you bring up me talking to somebody who I didn't talk to, and now all of a sudden you're right.
You know what? See, you say that, but you know how his voice got the same like shade of low. And, like you could hear him like turn away from the headset a bit, and he like lowers his voice when he's talking to him. Yeah, like,
This
yeah.
is how the cookie is gonna crumble.
I could freaking, dude. I'm like freaking. I'm like, yeah. All right.
What?
You're welcome.
I didn't stutter.
Alright, anyway, I guess I'll get some like Bolto.
Nigga getting the act back. Act back.
It's an observation with a hint of danger.
Bro, get me out of here.
You said
This
that,
is
retard.
feces.
Do you want this or not?
Or not? Do you want it or not?
You want it?
I'm broken and tread upon.
Observation with a hint of danger.
You're damn right.
When I was young.
I once was
Wait,
lost.
did I get that? Wait, didn't I hack that? What the fuck?
Heck what?
I hacked the fucking burst and it exploded 2 seconds later.
Like a burst.
Your hacking
Like,
skills are a bit outdated then or
Bro,
something.
I crossed the wrong wires.
Exactly. It's red to blue, not blue to red. Same difference, but hey.
Bro, your face is about to be white to blue. You know, shut
Your face about to be black to black and blue, retard.
I ain't black. How could black be the baseline?
Dude, you are black, you filthy nigger.
Shut up.
Get out of here.
I'm hacking.
Yeah, not good apparently. I made that observation all by myself.
Wait, bro, I'm gonna hide in the corner.
Wait, no, come on. I need help.
There you
Yeah,
go.
hold my phone.
It's over here. Ooh, mind if I do?
Yeah, okay.
No, my song.
Oh, I got a
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Make my way through it with alcohol. Were you talking to someone, Isaiah?
What's that?
Sounded like it, were you?
Yeah, so was you talking to somebody? I heard your voice go low and you turned your head at a 45-degree angle.
You are very much correct. I did, and I was not talking to anybody. I just managed what Split did. Notice how you can tell the difference? Good observation, Split.
Yeah, actually, no, I completely bullshitted that, so...
Yeah. That seems a bit convenient now, don't it?
Sounds pretty convenient that I fucking say it randomly when I'm not even listening to you and you just happen to be talking up a storm.
Well, hey, I'm not. Hey, for what it's worth, Kobe noticed it too.
Your face
Did it sound similar to what Split did, Kobe?
I cannot confirm or deny.
yeah, Kobe, did it sound similar?
Bro, why you guys doing that? y'all really putting me in the middle.
Yeah, what the heck? So did it sound similar? Tell me.
Okay, y'all like the blues?
Excuse me?
Sorry, the what?
Y'all niggas like listening to blues? Bluegrass?
Anime?
Blue, grass ain't blue.
Nigga, bluegrass, shut up!
Bluegrass. You kidding me?
Nigga, your face about to be bluegrass!
Thomas probably think grass is blue. Kidding me?
Nigga ain't seen grass in his entire life, nigga, what do you mean?
True.
True!
You want to hear some infallible logic right quick?
I need some manner.
So, Travis and his brother Zach were having a discussion in the car.
Who the fuck's
And
car?
In the car.
Alright.
He thought
Oh,
Carl was one of
they
their
are
girlfriends.
Carl.
They ain't get one of those ever, right?
No, maybe it was like some transvestite or something.
they hired with half. They went half 50-50 on. But
Okay, I really didn't need that image.
regardless, they're talking about apparently what the truth is. I don't know what led to this conversation.
The truth, excuse me?
Exactly.
The truth
I don't know what led to
what?
it. Good question. I still don't know. But I know they started giving off their analogies, right? And so Travis would say, if someone's like got a color deficiency or something like that, right? And they see the grass is blue, and they genuinely say the grass is blue. I mean, they believe that, but that's not the truth. The truth is the grass is green. That's when Zach argues, well, no, it is the truth. It's their truth.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's not like truth. It's like your perception of reality.
And so I'm
Yeah,
like, so that's when Travis had to argue the point. All right, well, their truth doesn't equal the actual freaking the indefinite truth. You know, it's like if it's like the actual truth, which is what we see it as, or what we see it as isn't what it actually might be.
Yeah, well,
Regardless, if normal people see the grass is green, and so we're gonna say the grass is green. And so it starts deteriorating from here because Zach's like, well, no, if someone sees the grass is blue, then they're not lying because they see the grass is blue, so it's blue. Like, okay, hold up. Did we just bend time and space just so we can make it sure the grass was blue and they weren't liars? Am I missing something? So they had this whole discussion about.
well, he's not wrong.
I mean, see, there's a person's truth, and then there's the actual legitimate truth.
Well, technically,
truth
I don't even think grass is legitimately green. I think it's some, like, light refraction.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I mean,
yeah, like
yeah,
light. That's
it
all
is.
color is. It's like reflections of fucking waves. Shit.
So like technically speaking,
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure everything's not
maybe
colored,
maybe color isn't even a thing.
actually.
I
It's
mean,
all
yeah, I know
fake.
for the most part they said there were a lot of colors we can't see
Yeah,
and all that with our actual
yeah.
eye.
If you fucking talk to a crawfish, they fucking see all kinds of colors.
True, but then using that kind of analogy outside of the grass being blue, something or blue, being blue,
The
watch
grass
it,
is
step on it, you
blue.
stuck. Would be the same as like saying, well, did you murder this person, right? Like if you're in court. Well, this dude's truth is he's psycho, right?
This one's gonna be
So
good.
he genuinely doesn't remember picking up a knife and freaking slaughtering,
But that's different because no matter what he thought he did, it's still he
he
murdered
still
it.
did. Well, yeah,
But that's
and
not the
so,
same.
but it is because he doesn't remember, but that's his truth. Because if they ask him, did you murder did you murder your family? He could say, no.
I will
Because
then
he
give him the
genuinely
proof that he
doesn't
murdered.
remember.
Give him, show him his dead family.
Well, yeah, true, but at the same time, the fact of the matter is, it's his truth because he believed that he didn't murder. But in reality, that's not the legitimate truth, which is he effing did.
Still, that's not the same though, because I mean,
That's like an action as opposed to a observation.
True, but then again, if you're gonna,
That's a truth.
it's not gonna be something like as simple as, oh, if it's an action or observation, that switches the validity of what it is, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just because someone doesn't actually compare it to an observation, whether it's their truth or the legitimate truth. Typically, you want to go off the legitimate truth rather than someone's actual truth. Just because freaking libtards think freaking Donald Trump is Hitler, that's their truth, right? But it ain't the truth. See, now that's an observation right there. People could think Donald Trump's freaking Hitler, but you could go off an observation like that too, instead of an actually being an action. That's what I'm trying.
That's logically and like just literally speaking impossible though.
It is true.
This person is somebody.
But if they believe it, it's still their truth. That's why it's so freaking stupid.
But that's still different because like this dude's legitimately seeing it as blue and it is blue for him. Whereas like you can see him as Hitler, but you know he's not Hitler. Like if you're looking at him, he doesn't look like Hitler. He doesn't act like Hitler. So like,
let's go. We'll stop only 25, by the way. We go 25.
Thank fucking Christ.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do this anymore longer than I have to. Well, yeah, I'm not saying the guy who sees it as blue and says, "Oh yeah, that's blue," as a liar. No, he sees it as blue, and that's that. That's a statement. But at the same time, we know people who don't have that same like color deficiency as the person who does. We see it as green, so we know the grass is green. Not literally green, of course. So I mean, technically, I think we'd still be wrong. But what I'm getting at is, I'm not calling the dude a liar or anything. But if he sees it as blue, he sees it as blue. And so they're arguing that, well, that's his truth. In reality, the grass is neither, it's not blue, but it's green, or whatever the technical color is. I don't really know if there's a color for it, if we don't actually see it. But see, that's something like on a very light basis, like where there's no, it's no like kind of like direct interaction with it, you know? So like just because someone sees something one way or someone else sees something the other way, it's just that you can't prove what a color looks like without seeing the color. So that's why it works in that that analogy. But something more definitive can actually decide those kind of things, which is why it's different in that type of situation.
I don't know.
I mean, I can't explain like red is like blood, but blood's red, and they don't know what freaking color blood looks like.
What the fuck?
You can't really describe a color. Maybe
How you describe a color to a blind person?
Just
yeah,
like
really just
darkish.
Well, what's dark?
What's dark? They don't see anything. Everything's dark.
Yeah, there is no.
What to a blind person or a colorblind person?
No,
To an actual blind person, colorblind person, you get the point. If they're fully colorblind, where it's just black and white, right? Like just freaking.
I'd imagine there's still like shades. It's not like
Yeah,
everything's
there's just
fucking.
shades, but at the same time, dark isn't really a freaking description of it. Like if you're trying to describe, say
To a
red,
colorblind
like,
person, you could describe it easily.
You can describe it, but it's like how do you describe green to them then?
Yeah.
Depends on the green. If it's light green, you tell them it's like a bright, you know.
A bright what? What's white?
What do you mean? What's white?
I mean, if
Colorblind
they're
people
like,
still see. They still see certain shades of the color. Like Thomas is colorblind. He can still see certain shades of red.
That's
And
So you can tell
might
dark
I
or
add that when I got into Warframe when I first started playing it, his freaking spaceship looked like freaking a Skittles bag. He
Yeah, no,
didn't
like
have any
stupid.
freaking
Because
like,
his shades are messed up. He has horrible sense of like seeing what shade is what and what matches. But like he
True,
still sees the color.
he's
He
got weak
sees what the
genes.
yeah, but mind you, that's if we're just talking about like a specific type of color blindness. There is color blindness to where it's just like it's black and white or different
Yeah.
colors between that and gray. If we're talking about a legitimate like colorblind person,
nigga's
they
looking
don't
through a
know.
freaking TV from 1800s or something.
It's eight.
It-
Hold
yeah.
on, 18.
Nigga looking through the freaking first camera ever made.
They got flintlock pistols back then.
But
They
that's what
got
I'm trying to get at.
CRTs.
That they don't know what colors are. They only know the three, which would be like black, white,
Yeah.
and gray.
Oh, colorblind people?
I'm saying if they were not, I'm not saying colorblind people. I'm talking about, well, yeah, I am, but the actual people who are legitimately suffer from that type of color blindness. Because there is a type where they don't see any color. That is a type of color blindness that you can get, or you can have, I should say, not get. It's contagious all of a sudden. Don't get near me. But you get the point. If you're talking to that kind of person, or that person with that kind of colorblind blindness, you can't really describe a color because they've never seen any other colors besides the three they're seeing, which is black, white, and gray, and the different shades of that between there. But you get the point. So that's why it'd be difficult to describe a color to that kind of person.
But like then again, in the situation you're talking about, you said the dude was seeing it as blue. So obviously that's not the type of color blindness he has.
Oh yeah, of course not. But what I'm saying is, if we're going off of someone's truth, that if someone sees it as blue, that's fine. But if someone sees it as the grass is freaking gray, they'll say I see it as gray.
Another thing is you can actually prove to them that it's not blue, so you can show them the science behind it. Whereas the whole Donald Trump thing, you can't, can't realize.
They're gonna bring up ancestry DNA.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, yeah, you can bring it up, and I mean, like, he can still show you like his ancestry and prove that he's not freaking Hitler.
Well,
I mean, he doesn't really have to since Hitler's dead. But
yeah,
you get the
Hitler
point.
was a singular individual who has been confirmed to be deceased. Debatably. He's living in Zimbabwe. At the ripe old age of like.
But that's what I'm trying
80.
to argue there. That someone's truth isn't the actual truth. I mean, it could be if they are stating the actual truth, but what someone believes in doesn't count as the definitive truth. Because someone's truth is essentially what they believe. If you can prove that, or like someone sees blue, right? That's not the legitimate color of grass, but that's what they believe since they see it. They can kind of
Yeah, but you can prove to them that it's not that though. So that's different.
Well, yeah, you can prove to them that it's a different color than what they actually see it as, and proving to them that it is shows that that's the definitive truth. And that's what I'm trying to argue, that there is an actual truth, and then there's someone else's truth, or their truth, is what I'm getting at. So just because someone believes in something doesn't make it a truth or the truth. It makes it their truth. That's the point I've been trying to argue here.
Oh, I don't even know what the freak the whole
Yeah, I'm
premise
lost.
of the entire thing was.
Yeah, what the fuck's happening?
Basically, what I was getting at is Zach was making the argument that, well, no, someone sees grass is blue, even though it might be, or it is green, right? It's still the truth, even if it's wrong, because it's their truth. That's not the case. If someone believes in something and they see something like grass is blue, it's not the truth, it's their truth. And so it doesn't make them right because they see it like that, because we have proof that it's not that.
Well, that's where it gets tricky because of words. Them saying the grass is blue. That's they're not lying. They're telling the truth.
I mean, yeah, true. But it's in a matter of it's in a matter like this. If they say I see the grass is blue, that's the truth. But if they're trying to tell someone, they're stating to someone that the grass is blue, like without a doubt, the grass is blue. That's it. It's a statement. You're trying to tell someone that it is what it's not.
But like, still, it's not even necessarily wrong in that case because it is blue for them. Like, it's still blue. So they're not lying if they're like, "Hey, the grass is blue." They're not lying. The grass is blue for them.
Yeah, no, the grass is blue for them, but they that's just it. If it depends on the context you're seeing it in.
Yeah,
But say
like,
someone's in the class
that's
and they're
really wrong.
teaching out of the off chance of teaching what color freaking grass looks like. Come on,
Bro,
Grandpa.
really?
Exactly, freaking retarded. I know. They say the grass is blue, and the reason
Fuck
they can
is
back
all
that up
this?
is because they see it as blue, and they've always seen it as blue. No one's ever told them otherwise.
I'll take a gram.
I mean, if they see it as blue, true, but if they're telling people that the grass is blue, like actually in a matter of actually like telling them it's a statement, yeah, the grass is blue. That's what it is, and you guys should know that when it's actually green. I'm not saying they're lying, mind you, because they still see the grass as blue. They just think it's that. Because someone can unintentionally say something that's not the truth and not know it. They could, it could be misinformation. That's what it is. And so that's what I'm saying. That's their truth because they believe it, even though they don't know they're lying, but that's what they know it as.
Okay.
So until someone proves to them otherwise, if they think it's that, it's not that they're lying. It's that they literally have misinformation. They're misinformed, is what it's called. That's what it is. It's misinformation.
Well, don't fucking take my word on it, but it's like I think there's like the reality that like individuals hold, and then there's like the actual reality. But I feel like the argument is kind of trying to like clump them like together, and it's like,
well, yeah. See, that's Zach's argument.
Yeah.
He wants to kind of make it the same, and I personally don't agree with that.
yeah, you gotta like
believe there is
there's
a
like
truth.
there's a point where you like transition over. It's like you're trying to get people who like you're trying to get them to believe the actual reality, even though their personal reality is different.
And I mean, because you can prove that the grass is green, and that's that, and prove to them that the truth is that the grass is green. It's the same with like freaking freaking dudes want to be chicks want to be dudes. I want you to refer to me as a dude now. I'm a man.
I know all too well.
Now, yeah, exactly. I can prove if I freaking pull down your pants right now, whatever you have, that's what you freaking are. All right, end of story.
Well, that's not very accurate because people can get sex
Well,
changes.
yeah, because they can switch. I know that's more of a feeling thing, but in this circumstance, if someone genuinely believes it's blue, it's not that they're lying; it's that they're misinformed, or that I mean they're wrong. Don't get me wrong, in the sense that I don't want to say they're wrong. That's not really that's not nice. But I mean the legitimate truth is that the grass is green. If it's blue, it's not. If they're telling people it's blue, well, you're not seeing the color right. Therefore, you got a color deficiency. I mean that's what you can see right there. I mean, they see it as blue, and they can tell, yeah, the grass is blue. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, it's blue for them, but for everyone else, it's green. Or, I mean, yellow if you let it die. But I'm assuming we're talking about
technically speaking, technically speaking, the grass absorbs blue light, red light, but it mostly reflects green light.
Yeah.
So technically, it is blue and red, and green, but it reflects green the most.
Yeah, that's just the color we see.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, that's just what I'm saying. We see green, and therefore that's what we're calling it. I mean, if we're getting really technical behind, that's fine. But in reality,
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't think he's not wrong. Like he sees. I don't want to say color subjective, but in a way, it kind of is subjective.
Yeah.
well, mind you, because the only reason I'm saying is because if you talk to a mass majority of people, they're gonna say that the grass is green.
It would be better if the subject was not on something that was so like.
The reason being is that it's blue because he has some kind of deficiency in terms of seeing colors. I ain't saying the dude's retarded because it has nothing to do. I'm not smart enough to see the color green.
I don't know,
something like that.
we're talking about Travis and Zach. I think
I
we
know.
should leave that on the table.
Yeah, but if they're seeing it as a different color than what the rest of us are seeing it as, we call it something as we call it like it's not a sickness, but you don't see colors the same way as the rest of us do. Therefore, it's labeled as some kind of color deficiency. The rest of us see it as green, and for years, millions of freaking years, we've seen it as green. Of course, there's people who see it as some people can see the thing as the grass is red if they wanted to.
Just the whole color thing itself doesn't work out in this argument. It's like it's too tricky. It feels a different subject would be better.
Well, how so? That's what I'm wondering.
Just because the whole like light reflecting off of everything is what gives color.
Well, I mean, yeah, true. If we're being really technical about it, the truth would be that it's not necessarily this, or this. I mean, of course, you could be really technical and state that, but I guess in reality, that would be the correct way. It wouldn't necessarily be blue or green. It'd be just a mixture of colors. But the point I'm arguing isn't that because we see it, or it's because it's technically this. It's technically three different colors, right? Instead of just the one, each side is seeing. The fact of the matter is, use it in any other different or instance, right? Like I was saying, you could use it like with Donald Trump being Hitler. You could use it as someone wanting to pretend to be a different gender that they're not. You can use just anyone who claims it's their truth. It's their truth is usually a belief or something they believe in. So like you can just think of any other instance. You can use okay, it's my truth, right? But not the truth. It's gonna be hard to because literally every other instance, regardless of what changes, because something's gonna change in the instance you're gonna think of, but in reality, it's still the same. That it's someone's gonna say it's their truth when there's a legitimate truth, and then there's someone's truth. Like, or except this, right? I can look in the mirror, and I mean, I could think, holy crap, I'm as good looking as Elvis Presley. That's my freaking truth. I think I look freaking great. But then,
Well, that's still another matter of subjectiveness and objectiveness.
I mean, I guess that depends on who's looking, but reality, my truth is I think I'm great. I think I look fantastic. But someone else could think, you really don't. Of course, in this sense, there would be an absolute freaking, like a fact, because in reality, people have different tastes. But you get the point. When it comes down to the grass, however, we have the actual truth, which is, okay, it's three different colors. In reality, we see it as green, and we don't see there's three different colors, but it refracts more of the green color, and therefore we see it as green. However, the person with the deficiency sees it as blue. There's going to be a mass majority of people who see the color as green compared to people who see it as blue. Because it's more of the norm to see it as green than it is, the latter.
Yup.
It be that way sometimes.
But yeah, like I was gonna say, if you can think of another instance which you can use my particular truth versus a factual, a legitimate truth. Go ahead.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if blue, or it's like blue versus green grass, right? That's subjective, or it's versus objective versus subjective. Think of another instance of which you can use that. Someone's truth versus my truth. Sorry. Someone's truth versus the legitimate truth.
That Donald Trump is our president.
Yeah.
Some of these niggas be like, that ain't my president. Yeah, it is, nigga. You live in the United States. That's your president.
See, exactly. That's just it. Some people genuinely believe he's not their president, even though they live here, and that's their truth because they believe it. When in reality, the actual truth is, you live here, he's your president.
The actual truth that they're a bunch of retards.
Exactly.
They're all mentally
But
handicapped.
see, that's what I'm pointing at. There's always the
Yeah, I
one
know what you're
actual
talking about. I never said it was wrong. I'm just saying the situations you were using it and didn't really make sense because
Well, I wasn't using those situations. I was referring to Travis and Zach using that situation because they did.
Yeah, it's just like Travis or whichever one suggested that the dude seeing bluegrass wasn't wrong. He wasn't necessarily wrong about that. Like
The only thing is he's the one who brought it up about the one who's thinking of bluegrass.
bluegrass.
I want to pop more relics. I just don't know which one it is. That's fine.
Affected son.
Yeah, see, so I mean that's the main point I'm getting at. Like whether it's grass or something like that, or something else is always. Oh wow. There's always gonna be the actual truth versus someone's personal truth. I mean this is how it's always gonna be. Of course, I still believe that there's the actual freaking truth versus someone's personal truth. Did Kanye beat his wife? The science says no, but I think so. So yeah.
The 18 pounds of Rihanna flesh on his knuckles.
It says
Well, I
yeah,
don't even know if truth is the word. It's more like opinion or something that is true. because truth refers to like factual statements,
Well, exactly. Yeah. So that's
something that you
why.
can back up or prove, though.
See, and
You
that's
can't do
what
that.
I
So
think.
that's not.
I don't think someone. That's why I don't think of someone as their truth, like they were putting it. Because in reality,
It's
I
just their
think of
opinion.
something
Or
as
their,
the truth rather than someone else's personal truth. I don't think that's how that works.
well, there's always one truth, and there's not multiple truths. So it's not.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I feel like people believe in one thing and they personally believe it so much. It's their belief, is what you can call it. But people want to switch the word belief with their truth.
I
In reality,
believe.
I
I
think there's
believe.
not
I
one
believe. I
absolute
believe. I
truth. Like, for example,
believe.
who's better looking, me or Split? Me. Factual. See? I mean, there's the one truth.
That's a delusional ass truth.
The factual truth. Who's more ripped, me or Split? Me. Factual. That's the truth.
Shut up.
Meow.
Nah, but see, that's what I was getting at, though. I mean, in reality, I mean, but see, I think the truth, the reason I'm saying that Travis was in that instance was right about the grass being green, even though it's technically, you know, three different colors, light refraction for refracting from it, is because the majority of people do see green compared to people who see blue.
Yeah, but the
There's gonna be a lot.
majority is always correct. I mean, in this situation, they are. I mean, to a certain extent,
The majority is always gonna be correct, right?
no.
I mean, you think so in this scenario since they do see green compared to people who see blue. If people see blue, it's due to some kind of something going on in their brain. I don't know the logistics behind it, but for the most part, that's what it's chopped up to as color blindness. That's why you don't see people who see the grass as green or see colors normally. You don't walk around. Yeah, no, I got the good color blindness. Not because in reality we don't have that. The truth is, people without color blindness will see the grass as green. If someone does have it, well, they'll see it as any other color. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the color blindness.
It's not always like that. Sometimes it's just a different shape.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's not gonna be like any other color blindness. But if they have the specific type, they'll see this different color. The truth, and that's the truth. The truth.
Yeah, that's
So that's what I was getting at, though. I mean, that instance Zach really brought up, it was more of a freaking. It was a really bad instance. And the reason and mind you, it didn't end at that. They started adding on their own type of instances, which I don't really remember, but I know it made Zach look like a retard because he really did. He was saying that if it's someone's truth, that's that. I mean, they aren't lying or anything.
He's
like
not
that.
wrong. He's just using the wrong words.
Is he saying if it's their truth, then they're not lying. I'm like, well, if you genuinely believe it, like without a doubt, like there's no freaking I'm gonna believe this because I want to believe it, rather than I believe it because I know it to be true. If you know it to be true, even though you're wrong, then that's just misinformation. I can understand that. But if you want to believe something because you rather believe that than the other thing, which mind you, the other thing might have more evidence against. If you're just wanting to do it because it feels better to do it, that's not an actual truth at that point. Of course,
I mean, that's still problematic too, because then there's a whole issue of religion.
I mean, yeah, true religion, but that's a whole freaking other subject to tackle. That's like science versus freaking religion. So I mean, what I'm getting at is that there's always one truth, regardless of what the instance may be. There's always going to be the one actual truth. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, that's how everything is.
Booyah! See, that's what I'm getting at. That's why what I was doing is I was dismissing Zach's thing of someone's truth.
Yeah, he wasn't wrong. He's just using He's using the wrong words for it. It's not a truth. It's an opinion.
Because I mean, someone's truth is just chalked up as what someone believes is to be, or someone's beliefs essentially, towards what can actually be true. So that's why I'm saying if someone sees the grass is blue, without a doubt he knows he sees it as blue and therefore it's blue. True, he sees it as that and he believes it's blue because he sees it like that. It's like we believe the grass is green even though it's actually freaking three different colors refracting light. But in the instance, we both see our human eye can't actually see the actual color of grass, right? But the majority of them are going to see it as green, and so you're going to go with that answer most definitely.
Well, if we were like freaking omnipotent beings freaking orbiting around the Earth, we'd probably see everything as they actually are, with no color at all, and that is just light.
Actually, when you're up in the, I think when you're up in space, you can still see like blue and crap, like below the oceans and crap from the.
Yeah,
Cool.
because you're still seeing light.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you still see.
Like
Well, I don't
the
know.
whole thing, like if you look through a telescope, like freaking, I don't even know how many light years. If you're on like Mars or something, you look at the Earth, like multiple freaking years. I don't even know how that. It's a certain distance or whatever. You'd see like dinosaurs or something
Yeah.
because light traveling and crap. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like, I'm just saying, like if we were like if we were like freaking all like mythological gods or something, we'd probably see things how they actually are without color.
But we aren't,
Yeah, no, I'm just making a point.
and that's factual statements, baby.
Wait, are you,
But I guess
are you
someone-
saying we aren't gods?
On job, we aren't gods.
I'm
You
gonna
tell
have
me
to-
jumping off that building wasn't a fluke? I just can't fly.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that belief.
Oh.
Me too.
Like just because someone millions of light years away and they see dinosaurs on freaking Earth, right? I mean, sure they see it, and so yeah, there's dinosaurs on Earth. I mean, technically, if we're being factual about this, not anymore. No, there's not. From their perspective, it looks like it, but it's not the case in reality.
Well, if they had the technology to make something that powerful to see that far away, then they probably would have figured out by now that dinosaurs are extinct.
Yeah, no, they probably would freaking be smart enough to realize, okay, there's probably no dinosaurs left on Earth, like right, and that'd be true. I mean, there ain't no dinosaurs left. I mean, as far as I know. And that will continue to remain the truth until somehow a freaking dinosaur hatches from the bottom of the Earth and turns into Godzilla and kills all mankind. Or from space, one of the two.
Yep.
What I was saying is that he framed that really wrong in the sense that he was trying to say, well, no, it's their truth, so it's right. He was wording it in a sense that he was making it as, he was trying to word it as if, well, it is the truth because it's their truth. And in reality, it's not the truth because it's their truth. It's just what they believe in. Same with the other side, because it's a lot more suggestive.
You know the super old fish named the 𝒲𝓉 𝒯𝓉, however it's pronounced? These niggas? Them niggas were back in the dinosaur days and they're still around today.
True with that.
Wait, oh shit.
Yeah, but I think it's not with like everything though. I mean, not everything,
No.
but it's not with like a handful of species.
Maybe they evolved, but
Hey,
these
yeah,
are like
that's what I'm
actual
talking
fish.
I spelled
Oh,
that
you're saying these are the
wrong.
ones that haven't evolved.
Well, I don't know if they might have evolved, but these are the fish that were freaking back in ye old dinosaur days.
True, but I mean that's to consider if I mean that would be true, but at the same time that's if we consider that fish to be a dinosaur, but no, that's not what we really consider dinosaurs.
Well, you have to find the definition of dinosaur then.
So it's like
Reptile.
first word, the reptiles is all you need to hear. I don't think a fish is a reptile, is it?
Maybe.
So I mean, sure, there's free stuff around, but I mean, it's how you word it, I guess. You see, look at a fossil reptile in the I don't want to say the Zoic era, and many species reaching an enormous size. Unless you see a freaking
Well,
coal
just
anthill-
because it's not classified as a dinosaur doesn't make it any less impressive that they're still around.
Oh no, that's freaking impressive. I mean, dude, they freaking talk about the top of the food chain.
Bro, that's
I actually say
freaking
that
epic.
the
As
portions of the
style.
ocean that we can't reach yet because the pressure's too freaking like pressure's too dense. Apparently, they're saying that or at least they're thinking that there's actually like fishes down there that are even more like from way back in the freaking Dino Age. Like they're still there because man hasn't touched them yet. And once we touch them, we're about to pour our oil supply on them and kill them.
All of it.
We'll dump our weapons cache
Get it.
down there. and burn it.
All of the oil, they're gonna collect all of it, dump it.
Yeah, actually,
We're killing blue ocean.
if you think about it, oil is dinosaurs.
I mean, what do you think of fossil fuel?
Here with the fossil fuel. I gotta take a piss.
I gotta grab some food. Hold up.
Solvage. 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 Wait, did he say he left? I didn't hear him. Hey, Solvage, if you're here, say that you're here. Okay, he's not here. That's unfortunate. Fine, I'll fucking go on without you. Stupid poo heads. Get me out of here. What was that on? That wasn't Europa. It's Mercury. Ah, it's fucking interception.